So, hello everyone. His fingers floated over the keys. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about that floating tonight. I know I promised resultants tomorrow night. I have just more work to do on that little talk. What I want to talk about tonight was, we've talked about ghosts. We know what ghosts are. Ghosts, when there's something in the music that you don't see that you have to do. The beginning of Dewdrops we talked about, I think, a number of times. There's nothing in the music that says that's what you see, but there's nothing that says that guy has to play this note right after you're done with this. So I draw that blue line. Okay? In that case, there's a blue line going here and then right off again. But it's not a staggered combination of hands doing that. And I kind of wanted to talk about that tonight. It came up during a lesson today. In fact, I'll tell you exactly where it happened during the lesson. It was in a piece called My Heart Will Go On. It's from the movie Titanic. And there's a spot that does this. Okay, that's the chorus of the song. And it's an arrangement I did at a grade 2 level or so. But I watched my student playing it, and she was doing this, and then stopping to find the new notes. Now, that is an example of where you can use what I call staggered ghosts. But I'm going to show you I'm going to show you some more examples and put up a little exercise for you to practice, which will be on PianoAt10.com resources. Anyway. Let's look at that carefully. I'm playing here first. I've got to get here. Now, if we look at the right hand, how long does the right hand have to stay on this chord? Well, let's take a look. That doesn't. I'm done. I'm finished. So when can I theoretically be ready for this chord, which is the next chord? Well, in theory, pretty much immediately after I hit that first chord. Watch my right hand. See it? His hands floated over the keys. Well, that's what they mean. I didn't see anything, and all of a sudden he's playing this, but I see his hands moving occasionally, but they're not moving with the music, so I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. Well, they're moving in between notes. And people see that from the audience and go, I don't understand that at all. I didn't hear anything. They're right. They're quite correct. But you know what you're doing. Now, once we get that hand up here, sorry. Well, that means I don't have to worry about him. He's ready for the next beat. So let's look at the left hand, who has to go down a beat. When do I do that? I'll count the beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you hear me say 1, you're going to see that right hand pop right up to the chord. He'll be ready. I'm then going to count 2, 3. And the minute I say 3, the left hand's going to go down a step on that fourth beat, which I'm not playing on. See if you can see it happen. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Do you see it? Do you see when that stuff is happening? I don't have the book out, but I would show it to you. It's easy. You're seeing these notes, and of course, what do you see in the right hand? You see whole notes, and everybody goes, oh, they get 4 beats. Let me give them the 4 beats. No, the pedal will give them the 4 beats. So on the first beat, we can move right up to this chord, and the third beat, I can move down to here, and I got a 4th beat to sit back and have a cup of coffee. Okay? Take a look. Do it again. I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm there already. And of course, in the subsequent ones, I'm going to do the same thing. Watch my right hand. And you thought it was hard. Whenever you have time, make a move. But there are times in the book, it looks like everybody is going to move together. Remember staggered ghosts. If the right hand is ready first, move it. If the left hand is ready first, move it. Okay, do I have another example? Of course I have another example. Here's a piece called Medieval Kingdom. It's a whole bunch of rolled chords at the beginning. But the roll starts in the left hand and goes up to the right hand, like so. This is where he wants you to play it for the sake of this conversation. Let me put it here, although it could work up here. That'd be all right. Yeah, I can do it. I have to sit kind of low because of the camera. But anyway, you have a roll. Okay? But this part of the roll, the left hand finishes the roll first. So watch that left hand carefully. I already moved it down. The next two notes are these two. Okay? Now, once I made that move, and once this guy's finished, the left hand's ready. I finish the right hand. I get it ready for its chord. And it's a slow count of 2. So I've got, on a roll, the count starts on the top note. 1, 2. Right after the 1, both hands were where they needed to be. Watch them. I'll play the whole opening. Just watch that left hand. I'll do it kind of slowly. Watch that left hand getting ready right before the right hand gets to its new chord. And they just sit there for a second while the second beat goes by. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. See everybody getting ready? Of course, you have to learn the notes. Of course you do. And you got to learn the fingerings. You've got to become comfortable with the chords. But when you do, it's not, okay, let me move. Okay, let me move. No, it's not that. It's this. It's, you play this, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, right. Okay? When it does this, look at all the time your left hand's got there. All day. So, another good example. Exercise is this. And I've drawn it out. I've actually drawn it out so you can learn each move on its own. Here we've got both hands played together. Now, most people, when they see that and they see a note after it, they stay there and play that note. No, we got to get up to this chord next. So the move to that chord will be here during that note, so that when the next beat comes around, you will already be there. I will show you that. This is the first component of the exercise. Take a look at the hands, okay? Here we go. I'm going to play this. Okay? Notice my left hand is ready for these two notes. So we've got, that hand is already there. Nice. The next part, the next thing we have to achieve is that once we do this move, the next two notes are going to be these two notes again, an octave higher. Okay? So we're going to have move the left. Now, all we had to think about was getting the right hand up here. So watch that staggered, watch those staggered ghosts. Okay? We're almost done. We're into the exercise, okay? So far you've had 2 staggered ghosts, one for the left, one for the right. Do it one more time. Okay? Well, actually, that's up to there. Now, when you get up there, you're going to play this. You're going to do the same figure here that up here. But while you do it, look at the left hand. The left hand's going to have to stagger down. See it? We want to be on this guy. And notice how I notated it with the arrow. The arrow says we want to be here at this point. I want to be at that chord at that point right here. So, it's going to look like this. Get the idea? And I can play it. I'll play the bottom note. But again, I was waiting there. Okay? Now, there's one more move we have to make this, to complete our exercise. And that would be making that same move with the left hand and bringing the right hand down right after it to where we started, okay? So we have basically 4 staggered arrows. I'll say the hand that's doing them as I play it. Left up, left down, right down, and then, okay, I'll keep going. It's very hard to say it while you're playing it. I'll just say the hand that's doing the move. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I didn't get the left there on time. But you get the idea? And how, you know. Now, people will look at that when you go quicker and go, oh, he's doing that all at the same time. I'm not. That's the point of what I'm trying to make tonight. I'm not doing it at the same time. I'm doing it at different times. That left hand's coming up. The left's always a little ahead of the right in the move. I'll do it again at moderate speed. Get the idea? It's just a little, the right's a little late on the whole thing. Together, I don't want to do it together. That would make me look like this. And I'd have to jump hoping I get to the right notes. This way, I'm assured the right notes. Because both hands get a chance to be there ahead of time. Okay. Now, when I started playing tonight, when I sat down, I was playing a piece called Aeolian Harp. And if you look at this one, this is a very subtle change of hands. You've got, I'll play it with no pedal. It always more illustrative that way. Okay? That one's very subtle. But I have all this time to get here. Now, the only challenge here is to try to get this right hand out of the way. So as I play it, my hand actually comes back off the keys so the left hand can get on those too. This has an extra component of challenge, I guess an extra challenge, because your hands are just over each other. And it's very magical sounding when you do it, though, and it looks kind of cool. But this right, see, if I keep the hand back here, then I've got to play this way here. I want to play the left hand here more. So I don't know if you can see my hand sneaking out. Oh, it's the last thing I'm going to say. Maybe I should get the. Well, I don't know if I can get the camera in the right spot for you to see that hand, but you can just imagine what. Well, here, I'll play the right hand alone. You see what I'm doing? If you watch the wrist, you'll see where the wrist is. You'll see that wrist sneaking out over here. Watch. You see it sneaking out? The whole hand is coming back. And then there's a low F at the end, which is off screen. Okay? But there you go. I call it staggered ghosts. In that they're not doing it together, but in a way they almost look like they're moving together. You would guess we have to move them together, but we do not. We can, and whenever you see, the whole thing comes down to when do you have time? A pianist is always looking for how can I buy time. Without the pedal, it sounds like this. Those hands are getting up quick. The pedal again is where the magic comes. So anyway, I hope that helps. I will post this. It's called Staggered Ghosts. It's a good exercise. And the little components of what you need to learn are there with the arrows. And the final exercises at the bottom of the page here. That's the one you want to hopefully play even very slowly until you can start doing it quicker. When you can do it quicker, you've learned the concept. Believe me. Okie doke. So tomorrow night, we'll try to get to those results. And in the meantime, remember, when words fail, music speaks.